Today's video is all about volume and surface area. So volume is what we were talking about with our little cubes. We were finding out how many little cubes made up our prism. So I'm going to use words like length, so that would be the green measurement. Width, that would be our blue measurement. And height, that would be our pink measurement. Now I could color this green, because if this green, this is the length, so is this. I could color this pink, but I could also color this one or this one pink. I could color this one blue or this one blue. So don't get hung up on the fact that it has to be exactly those three. But length is side to side. I should do this in green. Width is front to back. Height is top to bottom. And what are we going to do with these numbers? We're going to multiply them all together. So let's say I had a length of 8, a width of 2, and a height of 10. Well, the area of the base is a rectangle, 8 by 2, and that would be 16. 8 times 2 is 16. Then it's like having 10 levels, 10 layers. I won't be able to draw all 10 of those probably, but 10 layers. So now I'm going to multiply by 10 and get 160. Here's how math people like to write it. V equals V equals V equals. V stands for volume. 8 times 2 times 10. It really makes no difference which order you put them in. 8 first, 2 first, 10 first, 8 in the back, who cares? The second line, you can multiply anybody that you want together. So you're allowed to multiply 8 times 10 first if you want, or 2 times 10, or 8 times 2. Doesn't really matter, so I think my second line is going to say 16 times 10. Final answer is 160. If my label is inches, my label now will be inches with a 3, because this is a 3-dimensional shape. 3 dimensions, length, width, and height. Okay, here's a new box. The length is going to be 5. The width is going to be 7. The height is going to be 2. V equals V equals V equals. Why am I doing these little funky parts of my V? I have no idea. Let me start over. Just the letter V. V, V, V. There we go. All right, 2 times 5 times 7. It really makes no difference what order you put them in. I think I would like to do 2 times 5 first because it ends in 10, and it's easy to multiply things by 10. If the label said centimeters, the label would be centimeters cubed. Centimeters cubed. So volume is just multiplying the 3 numbers together. Why does that work? Because the bottom is a rectangle, 7 times 5. But we have 2 layers. So 7 times 5 is 35, and we have another 35. So we have 2 layers of 35s. That makes 70. All right, here's your first video question. You tell me what will be the first line of work. First line only. You can have 6 times 4 times 12, 6 times 12 times 4, 4 times 12 times 6, as long as you have the 3 numbers with multiplication signs. All right, next is you can do whatever work you want to do there. Type in the final answer. Include labels. Final answer with a label. All right, the final answer is 288 inches cubed. I decided to do 4 times 12 first. That made 48, and then I took 48 times 6. All right, let's build a prism with a triangle bottom. So I need base and height. So I'm going to say this is 6 and this is 8. And then I need to make it tall. It's going to be a tall prism. Okay, so that's my best attempt at making it tall. So we're going to do 1/2 times 6 times 8, because that's the area of the bottom. And then I need to multiply it by however tall it is. So let's say it's going to be 20 tall. Now the next line, I have lots of choices. I could take 1/2 of 6, 1/2 of 8, 1/2 of 20. I could do 6 times 8. I've got a whole bunch of choices. So I think I'm going to take 1/2 of 20. So I'm going to write 6 times 8 times 10. I think I'll do 6 times 8 next. 48 times 10. 48 times 10 is 480. And if I put a label of centimeters, then it's centimeters cubed. So it's the area of the bottom, that's the blue stuff, 1/2 6 times 8, times however tall it is, because we would have 20 layers, 20 levels stacked on top. So each of them would be 1/2 6 times 8, but we got it 20 times. All right, this guy is a triangular prism, but I just tilted him on the side. So the base is still a triangle, and I need to know the base and the height of that triangle, and then we're going to multiply it by however tall this prism is. So 1/2 base times height times the other height. I think I'll make this base be 10, this height be 20, and this height be 30. So the volume is equal to 1/2 of the 10 and 20 from the triangle times the 30, because that's how many layers tall we have. I can do these in any order. I think I'm going to do, what do I want to do? I think I'm going to do 1/2 of 20. So 10 times another 10 times 30. Now, I totally could have done anything. I could have taken 1/2 of 10, 1/2 of 20, 30. I could have started multiplying and then cut them in half. But I think I'll take 1/2 of this 20, so he turns into a 10. And now I've got 100 times 30. So that would be, I was about to put a 4. Look at me go. That's so silly. 3 times 1 is 3. I've got 3,000. The volume is 3,000. If this was inches, this would be inches cubed. All right, what if I draw that shape and then I make him go really tall? Your last question of the video, how do you think you would find the volume of this shape? Now, let's go back to the other ones. I'm going to give you a hint. We had the box, and we did the area of the rectangle times how tall it was. We had the triangle. We did the area of the triangle times however tall it was. So how do you think we're going to find the volume of a cylinder? It's just your best guess. Even if you're not right, don't stress out about it. It'll be fine. All right, I was hoping you were going to say find the area of the circle, pi r squared, and then multiply it by the height. So there's our volume, pi r squared times the height of the whole thing. And I said at the beginning of the video we would do some surface area. Let's do that on its own video. So video stops here with just volume.